Welcome back to Beau Deco. Before you throw something out, take a second look. Half the decor in the most talked about homes right now isn't new at all. Here are 10 everyday items you probably already own and exactly how to turn them into something worth showing off. Let's start with something most people already have sitting in the garage, an old wooden ladder. Lean it against a wall, drape a few folded blankets over the rungs, and it instantly becomes a piece of decor instead of clutter. Quick tip: a light sanding and a coat of matte wax makes an old ladder look intentional, not just abandoned. Next, mason jars, the most overused item on Pinterest, but for good reason. A simple wiring kit turns them into pendant lights that look genuinely custom above a kitchen island or bar cart. Quick tip: mismatched jar sizes actually look more intentional than a perfectly matched set. A wooden crate mounted sideways on the wall becomes an instant floating shelf. No expensive bracket hardware required. Quick tip: paint the inside a contrasting color before mounting. It adds a small detail most people won't consciously notice but will feel. Stack 2 or 3 vintage suitcases by size, and you've got a side table with more character than anything you'd find at a big box store. Quick tip: thrift stores almost always have these for under $10. No need to hunt for a real antique. An old window frame with mirrored glass fitted into each pane turns into a wall piece that looks like it came from an antique shop. Quick tip: keep the original chipped paint if it's structurally sound. That imperfection is exactly what makes it feel authentic instead of manufactured. Empty wine bottles cleaned of their labels make surprisingly elegant candle holders for a dinner table. Quick tip: let the wax drip naturally down the sides over a few uses. That layered look takes time to build, and it's worth the patience. A single wood pallet, sanded down and mounted flat behind the bed, gives you a headboard with texture no store-bought version quite matches. Quick tip: stain instead of paint if you want the wood grain to stay visible. It's the detail that makes it look reclaimed rather than rough. When a dresser is too damaged to keep whole, save the drawers. Mounted on the wall and lined with a plant liner, they become planters with far more personality than anything plastic. Quick tip: choose trailing plants like pothos. They spill naturally over the drawer edge instead of just sitting there. Tin cans, wrapped in a bit of twine or given a coat of paint, are the easiest entry point on this whole list. Quick tip: group 3 different heights together on the counter. It reads as an intentional set instead of a random collection. And finally, the biggest transformation on this list. An old door, hinged to a simple frame, becomes a full room divider. More character than anything flat-packed. Quick tip: look for doors with original hardware still attached. It saves you from having to source matching pieces later. Notice something? Not one piece in this room started out as furniture. And somehow, it's turned into one of the most personal spaces we've put together yet. Go take a quick look in your garage right now. I bet there's at least one thing from this list hiding in there. Show us what you find in the comments, and subscribe if you want more ideas like this every week.